So it's been suggested to me that maybe a GoFundMe would be a good option for supplementing my income that I missed last year, not being able to do taxidermy, not being able to guide in the fall. So that's my source of income, and I have not been able to do anything since I got this infection from skinning a brown bear in Alaska. Last year's spring season went very well for all the clients involved, but my last client, he had 2 bear tags, bow hunter, friend, everything. I mean, it was really fun the end of season with this client. And we had a bear come in that he really wanted to shoot bad. It was right in that zone in Alaska where 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, that's where it's dark. But not dark that you would need a flashlight to walk back to your car, but it's dark as it's going to get that time of year in June. And when you're looking for little specks of blood, and when you shoot something with a bow, it's always good to wait anyways, especially a brown bear. So we gave it a couple hours, and we looked for some blood, and ultimately when we find the bear, it's been half eaten by another brown bear, which I've never, in all my years, that's never happened to me before. I've had him buried, but I've never had him half eaten. So I'm skinning away, and it's yeah, of course it's stinky. It's messy because all his guts, his liver was just all spread all over, where he was just thrashing. My thoughts at first was it might have been a sow with a couple of cubs, as much as the stuff was spread around. Well, all of a sudden I look up and there's a brown bear within 5-6 feet of me. And then he lunges. And I'm straddling the bear. I got a leg on both sides of the bear, skinning the bear. And then when he lunges at me, I try to get out of the way, lift my left leg over the top of the bear, but my heel kind of caught and I fell on my ass, right next to the bear, the dead one. When I fell backwards, I had my Havalon knife in my right hand, and when I broke my fall, I poked my thumb with that knife. Not deep, just poked my thumb. And didn't think nothing of it. And then the bear straddled that bear, and he was leaning over the top of me. And I'm just slowly shuffling back, and I'm thinking, he's got me, this is gonna be bad. Well, my Ruger is 10 feet leaning up against a tree. And so I'm sliding back, and he's just watching me. I don't know why I had this feeling of like, you know what, he just wants his food source back, and he's gonna let me go, and he did. I got back to the rifle and stood up and got big and did what I normally do with bears like that, and he took off. I finished skinning the bear. Nevertheless, I get to the river, and my hand's bleeding. It's kind of dried up by now, but I washed my hands really good. And the next morning I wake up and man, my thumb's on fire. I mean, it's swollen up and everything. Well, I obviously got an infection. I don't know if it's from the bear. I don't know if it's from the river I washed my hand off in. I don't know nothing at this point. All I know is it's starting to get on my nerves. So I'm constantly squeezing it and flushing it, squeezing it, flushing it, and now with filtered water. And we still got one more bear to go because my client had 2 bear tags. And so the 2 nights later, he shot another really nice bear. And now I'm getting flown out of Alaska. Well, now it's really getting annoying. And it's kind of funny when I get off the plane and my girlfriend comes over to me and she goes, "We're going to urgent care right now." So we went to urgent care, they lanced it, they flushed it, gave me some basic antibiotics, and but nobody knew at that time what I had gotten into, and especially me. And it's a 1/4 inch cut, maybe a 1/4 inch deep. And then 3 days after that, I get admitted to the hospital for, I wouldn't say emergency surgery, but just shy of it. And ended up having 3 surgeries on my hand. Then I had to go to infectious disease. They got involved. I had to wear a PICC line for about 5 weeks. Had to go down every single day to get IV antibiotics. Infectious disease, stellar. They found what this was, and it's dated clear back to 1907. And it's called seal finger, and it rocked my world. Haven't been able to work, haven't been able to guide since I got this. I just finished a total knee replacement surgery. I still got to have 2 wrist surgeries, and they're not sure what's going on with my hip and my jaw. But the infection is finally out of my system, but now they're calling it autoimmune I got. Now, since my own immunity couldn't get rid of the infection that they had to cut out of my body physically, it went into overdrive, and now it's attacking my joints. Now it's my worst enemy. And it's considered what they call Reiter syndrome. And I've never been in the financial situation I'm in right now with not being able to bring in any income of any sorts over the last 9 months, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to start. So this is why I'm asking for your help.